Listen closely, because this story might quietly expose the one mistake that's making your life feel heavier than it actually is. We often believe our problems are too big, too painful, too unfair. But what if the real problem isn't the weight we're carrying, but the size of the heart carrying it? By the time this story ends, you might never complain the same way again. So take a breath, slow your thoughts, and stay with me till the very last word. Once upon a time, in a small village wrapped in endless green fields, lived a young boy named Arav. Arav was intelligent and capable, but there was one thing that controlled his life: worry. To him, even the smallest inconvenience felt like a crushing mountain. If the sun was too hot, he would sigh and say, "How can anyone survive in this heat?" If his teacher gave him homework, he would complain, "This is impossible. I can't do it." If his mother asked for help, he would mutter, "Why is everything always so hard for me?" Slowly, day after day, Arav's complaints became louder, heavier, and more constant. And just as quietly, people began to step away from him. Because no one enjoys standing beside someone who only sees problems and never possibilities. One evening, after hearing yet another long sigh, Arav's father finally spoke. His voice was calm but firm. "Come with me," he said. "I want to show you something." They walked beyond the houses, past the fields, until they reached a small pond at the edge of the village. The water was still, silent. Arav's father placed a small handful of salt into his son's palm. "Throw it in." Arav did as he was told. The salt disappeared into the pond. "Now taste the water," his father said. Arav bent down, took a sip, and immediately spat it out. "It's bitter," he said, making a face. His father nodded, as if he expected this. Without another word, he took Arav further, toward a wide flowing river nearby. Again, he placed salt into Arav's hand. "Throw it here." Arav obeyed. When his father asked him to taste the river water, Arav cupped his hands, drank, and froze in surprise. "It's fresh," he said. "I can't taste the salt at all." A gentle smile appeared on his father's face. "Son," he said softly, "life's problems are like this salt. Their amount never really changes. But how much they hurt you depends on the size of your heart. If your heart is small like the pond, every problem will turn your life bitter. But if your heart becomes wide like the river, the same problems won't disturb you at all." Those words settled deep inside Arav, like seeds waiting to grow. For the first time, he wondered if life wasn't cruel. Maybe it was simply testing him. That night, lying awake, Arav couldn't stop thinking about the pond and the river. He whispered to himself, "If I stay like the pond, I'll keep suffering. But if I become like the river, I can face anything." The next morning, he decided to change, slowly but sincerely. When his teacher gave him extra homework, he didn't complain. Instead, he told himself, "This is my chance to improve." When his mother asked him to carry heavy buckets of water, he smiled and thought, "This is how I grow stronger." Even when the sun burned his skin and sweat filled his eyes, he didn't curse the heat. He said quietly, "This is just another test, and I will pass it." It wasn't easy. The habit of complaining pulled him back again and again. But every time it did, Arav remembered his father's words and moved forward. Weeks passed, then months, and something beautiful began to happen. Arav was no longer the boy who collapsed under small troubles. People noticed his calmness. Friends enjoyed his company. Teachers trusted him. His parents felt proud. And most importantly, Arav felt lighter inside. Problems still came, exams, storms, responsibilities. But they no longer drowned him. He carried them, just like the river carries stones, leaves, and branches without stopping its flow. One evening, as the sun melted behind the hills, Arav sat beside the river again. He watched the water move endlessly, calm yet powerful. And with a soft smile, he whispered, Every problem has a simple solution. It's not about removing the salt. It's about becoming the river. So my friends, remember this. Life will always bring challenges. Some days will test your patience. Some nights will feel endless. But the answer is never to complain or run away. The answer is to grow, to widen your heart, to face life with calm strength. Because problems don't become smaller. We become bigger. And when we do, even the heaviest problems feel light. So the next time life feels bitter, ask yourself one simple question. Am I being the pond, or am I becoming the river?